How's it going, eh? Throttle linkage is complete. Yeah, I've been giving her all away, trying to get everything ready for this event, and hell or high water, I'll have the car done. Only thing I'm worried about is the powers that be with my passport. I sent away for it 5 weeks now and haven't got anything back because those useless ass draggers in the government, who knows what they even do. But they already know everything about you. Like, it's unbelievable. Try cheating $1 on your taxes and let me know what happens. So it's a bunch of bullshit. I hope I get it in time, let me tell you, or I'll be somewhat pissed off. But that's the only thing that's going to hold me back, I'll tell you that. Hell or high water. I'll kill myself before I don't get this thing done. So anyhow, this whole thing is built out of the cheapest shit a guy can buy, I'll be honest. This car really meant nothing to me. I just wanted a car I could put a big motor in and is small and light. But to tell you the truth, little bastard's growing on me. I really like it. I'd like to get another one and put a Buick Nailhead in it. That's a 364. I have a 401 as well out of a 65 Grand Sport, and I have a 4-speed bell housing, and I got a few 4-speeds kicking around, so it would fit in one of these like a glove. It would be more room. You could eat lunch underneath the hood. But yeah, if I do another one, I'll have it probably like a multi-carb Strongbird 97 setup on a nailhead, and I'll probably have it so the hood can close. Kind of a sleeper look, but it's got to be a 2-door, obviously. But yeah, so this whole motor was just the cheapest bearings and rings and everything off Rock Auto. It's got a decent timing chain. It came with the motor. It's a roller, a comp. It's got a milling cam. It's a W30, 1970 W30 4-speed grind. Kind of a lazy old grind, but it'll work. That's all I could find, so beggars can't be choosers. But this linkage was the most Mickey Mouse thing I could get, but to tell you the truth, it worked. I had it on here before, on this rail. Issue was, when it's under full throttle, it's pulling straight and you don't get the leverage. With this, it's pulling in the direction that it needs to come down at. So it worked a lot better there. Pedal's not as stiff. Everything works good. I was always told you want to have your throttle under wide open, like 99% open, like just tight in the back, blonde cunt hair. And yeah, that should be it. Sorry, I was having a bullshit with my neighbor there. But yeah, anyhow, I was always told you want to have the throttle, like if it's wide open, when it's to the floor, just back a blonde cunt hair. It just can prevent throttle plate binding and that kind of thing, and it ain't gonna do any difference for power. Like, I mean, like a fraction from wide open. That's how I do it. But no, it's set up pretty good. Pretty happy. I put throttle pedal in it. All this stuff, I didn't buy it because I thought it looked cool. I bought it because it was the cheapest shit a guy could buy. But yeah, I mounted it. I use those number 14 by 3/4 metal screws. The reason I use them is because I'm a one-man show and I don't have someone to hold the nuts on the back, but it ain't going anywhere. And then it has this funky gas pedal. And I was ready to get the zip disc out and start cutting it because I said, what kind of bullshit is this, you know? Is this what kids are into these days? Two gas pedals? You can stomp it with both your feet or what? And I started thinking like the old footprint gas pedals in my day were a lot cooler than these. But I figured it out just when I was about to cut her. It's kind of a safety thing, so I guess they think you put your foot in. You can full pin, and if it sticks, you can pull it back up with the top of your toe. So I'll just leave it unless I don't like the way it feels. But yeah, it worked out pretty good. I put that cotter pin on because it came with an E-clip, and I'm trying to think of a nicer word for it. I despise E-clips. E-clip is, whoever invented the E-clip should be drug out on the road and shot. They're always in the hardest places to put them in, and when you drop an E-clip, don't even bother looking for it. You will never find it. When I cranked my wastegate up on my truck all the way, Yeah, there's probably half a dozen E-clips sitting on top of the transmission. So I just used a cotter pin that fit in the groove and it will work. And you don't have to worry about losing it. But E-clips, my God, I've had nothing but horror. They're so hard to push on and then they go bing and you'll never find them again. So yeah, everything worked out good. I'm doing pretty good. I think this weekend I should be looking real good, but you know, pretty happy with myself considering a lot of the stuff on this car was made from scratch or it was bought and heavily modified. It isn't like it's a bolt-in job here at all whatsoever. And there's other people doing the same thing, you know. My buddy Clay from my next project, he's been fighting an uphill battle the whole time. He's got his nice duster smoked by a deer. He had distributor problems, carb problems. He's had every kind of problem there is, but he stays positive and keeps trucking. And there's others that don't have as much to do, that they're falling way behind. So I don't think there's much excuse for it. I work a day job. I got to keep the lights on and keep the wolf away from the door. But no, I did this whole car pretty cheap. Car itself didn't cost much. I've been planning since January what to do and kind of been mapping everything out in my head and just looked for used parts and some of the stuff I knew I was going to need, and got it all collected, and now she's getting bolted together. And you know, I had a -40, I'm not even kidding, -40 winter here, and I couldn't do much with it, so she sat in the field. And then I bought that trailer and it was a clapped out piece of shit. So in May, I think I grabbed that trailer and started fixing it up because I need the trailer to haul the car because I don't want to pull my huge gooseneck. And I had rain almost every single day, so I accomplished a fair bit. I got that trailer looking like something anyhow. And this car is I'm over the hill now. I'm doing all right. I can see light at the end of the tunnel. So maybe this weekend I'll get her fired. If not, probably next week. It's going to take me a long time to do the exhaust on the driver's side. It's going to be, I cut some J-tubes and, or I bought some J-tubes, and it's going to be just miter joint to miter to miter to miter. There's going to be hardly any pipe for the first couple feet. It's just going to be bend to bend to bend to bend. And I'm going to do it outside, so I'll have to do it with dirty old flux core. But that's the way she goes. Alright, thanks for watching and listen to me ramble. Until next time, eh?